this is the Barkless Pro. I want to show you how to program this for Otto. So I would have the longer points on the bark collar because he is a very fluffy guy, and we want to make sure that it's actually making contact. So there's one button that will help you toggle through settings as well as turn it on and off. So when I hold it, it turned the bark collar on. If I hold it again for a couple seconds, so I'm still holding, then it's gonna turn it off. So one button that does a couple things, turns it on. Now the first thing on the screen is gonna be the counter. So when it's turned off and then when we turn it back on, the counter is going to reset to 0, 0. If I hit this same button, I'm gonna toggle through the different settings. So the first thing is the counter screen. Then I'm gonna hit it again. This is gonna be my levels. And in order to change levels, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this until it begins to flash at me right there. So now I'm able to change settings. So level 0 is just the tone feature. Anytime a dog barks, it just gives a noise, whereas this starts getting into the stimulation. So level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then level 9 is our automatic setting. So I'm gonna hold this down to lock it into level 9. The reason why I like level 9 is it will start on tone for the first couple of barks, and then it will slowly increase with a couple barks into the stim setting. And so that tells me, it will tell me on the counter screen how many times he barked, and I can kind of gauge roughly what level he was at that will stop him from barking. It will have a timeout feature, so it timed out and went back to the counter screen and when I wasn't messing with the settings. Again, level 9. Now this is the sensitivity. So if I hold this down, I can have it on high sensitivity, low sensitivity, medium sensitivity. I like it on high because sometimes Otto doesn't bark, he just whines, and it will give him some reminders for whining so he's not escalating in the crate into a barking state of mind. So specifically for him, I like the high sensitivity. Now this is just on or off. This next setting, it looks like a 0, but it's an O or an F. I keep it on O because what this does is when the bark collar goes off, it makes this little noise, and it tells me that it went off so I can hear it. Then this is the test mode. So if I hold it down, it will test. It will make that little noise. So it's running the test on it, making sure it's working. So, so there, see my counter, it went at 1. So if I go again to the test mode, it's gonna go up to 2. That's how many times it went off. And that's what it will sound like to him, level 2. Now, when if I've left him in the crate with it on and I take it off of him, I just reset this counter here. And the next time it goes on, it will tell me how many times it barked. If I feel like the level is high, where he's barking like 18 times, as he gets older, we can play with settings. So this setting is great for younger dogs, but as they get older, I might need a little bit more. Maybe he needs to go to a level 1 and not stay on the tone setting. And so, yeah, it will kind of help us gauge as he gets older over time. I don't have him sleep in this because he's very quiet at night. It's just in the day, if he needs to go in the crate for a little while, that he sometimes will protest, and this will help him calm down and have the ability to actually take a nap, which has allowed him to be less mouthy, less hyperstimulated when the kids are home, and just have the ability to calm down. So I think that'll be a really great tool for you guys.